소독한다. 소독해? 창문 닫아.
나도 봐. 공짜로 집안에 소독도 하고.
부모님 얼굴도 뵙고 좋더라. 건강들 하시고.
일거리가 없으셔도.
네가 내 대신 얘 과외 선생님 좀 해줘라. 영어.
대학생인 척하라는 거야?
구라를 좀 치지 뭐.
너 이 좋은 실력으로 왜 미대는 맨날 떨어지냐?
아이씨, 죽을래.
저는 이게 위조나 범죄라고 생각하지 않아요.
참으로 시의적절하다. 부자들이 원래 참 잘 속아.
사모님이 뭐랄까.
풀타임으로 수업 어떻게 하시는지. Is it okay with you? 우리 다송이는 완전 예술가 재질인데.
침팬지를 그린 거죠?
자화상이에요.
역시.
그동안 미술쌤도 여러 명 바꿔가면서 해봤는데요.
제가 사람 하나가 휙 하고 떠올랐는데.
아 잠깐. 제시카 외동딸 일리노이 시카고 과선배는 김진모 그는 이사촌.
부자인데 착하다니까.
진짜 니가 착한 거지. I'm deadly serious.
근데 지금 진짜로 이상한 게 뭔 것 같아.
Amazing thriller, right? But only watching the trailer make me more and more excited to review this film. Hello, hi, assalamualaikum everyone. So today we would like to review a Korean box office movie back in 2019. It is a Parasite movie. So like flashback in 2019. So this movie released on 15th of August 2019, and the genre of this movie is a comedy thriller which directed by Bong Joon-ho, one of the most popular director in Korea. So he also directed Okja film and also Memories of Murder back in 2013. This movie is break the stage by earning 263 million USD. Whoa, that's such a very huge number of money, right? So let's go to the film synopsis. So this film is about Kim family, a low-class family trying to do anything in order to survive their life until their son started working as a tutor in Park's family house. In the middle of the film, all Kim's family started to work in the luxury house and started living a parasitic life. So the Kim family will undertake odd jobs for money, such as folding a pizza box, and they keep their home inside free by using unprotected Wi-Fi networks and street cleaning parasiticide. Out of nowhere, a friend gives Giwoo, the son, a scholar stones or susok and recommends him for a teaching position with an affluent family, which is in a Park family house. Giwoo and his sister Giju create a credential for the position, and the long con begins with each member of Kim family infiltrating the upper class Park family one at a time. So next, Giju begins working for Park as an art therapy teacher. So then Giju begins working for the Parks for her daughter. After the Kims have replaced their previous chauffeur, Gi-taek, the father, begins working as the Park family chauffeur, and Jung-suk, the mother, replaced Moon-gwon, the housekeeper who has worked at the Park family home longer than the Park have lived there. So Jung-suk is accused of misleading his family by concealing a life-threatening illness. So obviously, the Kims are the one who pull off the true deceit, and it's faultless. From there, the lower class con artists begin to assume more and more of this fake identity of affluence after the entire family Kims is worked in the Park household. While the Park are away, they adopt the opulent home as their own. So everything changes when Moon-gwon returns to find something in that luxury house. So next, we go to the main stakeholder in this film, which are Kim's family and also Park's family. So we go first to the Kim's family. Kim's family is a lower class family, live in a semi basement, trying to do anything in order to make sure they can survive in their life until one day his son, which is Ki-woon, becomes Tahi tutors, and all the other members of Kim's family also work in the family home, which is Park's family, without the knowledge of the owner of house, which is Park family, and they are willing to do anything, any job in order to make sure their family can survive with their life, including by doing a folding pizza boxes, And also they enter to the Park's house, Park's family's house, in a dishonest way, which is it is a very unethical way, by making a fake identity, starting from Pisa Ki-woon being the tutor to the daughter of the Park family, until the last one is in the Kim's family, which is the mother, being the maid in that house. Really mind-blowing, right? So we should give the credit to the scriptwriter. So next main stakeholders is Park's family. So Park's family in this film is a high-class family that initially only needed a tutor for their daughter Tahi. On the other hand, when Ki-woo entered the Park's family home, where he initially incites Young-jung to take Jessica to work with her to be a tutor to the Park's family son, until Young-jung has to find one by one new employees to replace the laid-off workers to work with her, so that all the Kim's family members can work in the house. So at the beginning of this film, Park's family only searching for a suitable tutor for her daughter Tahi, but then it dragged on until the Park's family had to find workers to work in the house. They did that because of the want to make sure that all of her family live in a very good environment, especially their daughter and only son.
Okay, next we'll talk about ethical dilemma, which is for the villain Oh Gyun-se. Whether Gyun-se should stay in a bunker to hiding for 4 years to avoid the loan shark, or get a normal life and a normal job out there. We may see this scene in the middle of the movie when Moon Kwang, which is his wife, rings the bell and asks to be let in, claiming that she comes to retrieve something in the basement. As the rest of the family hides, Chung Sok let Moon Kwang in. In the basement, the former housekeeper opens a secret door to a bunker where her husband has been hiding. For note, Gyun-se will stay in a bunker for 4 years to avoid loan shark. It is an ethical dilemma for Gyun-se whether he should just stay in a bunker or get a normal life in the real world. But for sure, he must face the loan shark or living in fear. Next is Ki-woo, which is the hero in the movie. Whether Ki-woo should attempt to get his family jobs working for the Park family by deceiving the Park family into thinking their previous staff are irresponsible or sickly. Okay, the movie is set off by a family friend of the Kims offering their son, which is Ki-woo, a job as an English tutor to a wealthy family, which is the Park family. The son of the Kim family gets the job and then attempt to get his family job working for the Park family by replacing the current staff. The other members of the Kim family pose as unrelated, highly skilled service worker, each being recommended by the previous family member hired. It is an ethical dilemma for Ki-woo whether he should attempt to get his family a job for Park family, as he wants to change his family life to get a better or to escape from their current status. He should get his family a better job, while in other side, he knows that his family is not well trained and inexperienced. He attempts to get his family job using a dirty way by deceiving the current staff.
Okay, so now I will explain action taken by villain from consequentialist point of view. Okay, consequentialism is an ethical theory that judges whether or not something is right by what its consequences are. This theory is also defined by maximizing the utility produced by a decision. In consequentialism theory, an act is said to be morally right if and only it can maximize the net goods, that is, its contribution to happiness or pleasure as sum among all persons. In this movie, we can see there is a scene where Moon Kwang rings the bell and asks to be let in and claiming that she come to retrieve something in the basement. As you can see in this movie, she meets her husband where Oh Gyun-se was staying in a bunker for 4 years to avoid loan shark. The act of staying in the bunker at first led Oh Gyun-se to live there for 4 years. The action is unethical because he should have settled his debt and not bother his wife. This is caused his wife to work and provide food and drinks for him. Oh Gyun-se just sat in a bunker without doing any work. This shows that Oh Gyun-se is selfish. To average the deed of his wife committed by Mr. Kim, Oh Gyun-se come out of the basement and planned to kill Mr. Kim. But this action has resulted in others being killed and running Mr. Park's family event. In this movie, the consequence of the action does not contribute to the maximum net good to all stakeholders. Thus, the act of the Oh Gyun-se is unethical. The burden suffered by majority stakeholders are more than the benefit enjoyed. The happiness he enjoyed was only short-term as it created a disaster at the end.
Next, let us discuss the action taken by the hero from a deontology point of view. So, what is deontology? Deontology is ethics. They are based on right or wrong action and not on the consequence of the act. These actions are ethical if the person is comply with the rules or obligations. It will be morally right if the person have a sense of duty. The deontology theory would not agree with the action that Ki-woo did to get his family's job by deceiving Park's family by thinking that their previous staff were irresponsible based on the following reasons. First, no universality. The act of Ki-woo getting the job for his family shows that the main motive is to earn money and live in pleasure to fulfill their self-interest. He does not contribute to the overall stakeholders' well-being in the long run. He lied all about himself to the point that he frauded his education certificate to get the job. It is unfair to others that have the qualification and are eligible for the job. Therefore, his action is unethical and not universally accepted. Next is do not respect the rights of people. This action also do not respect the rights of people, which are rights of safety, rights of health, and rights not to put oneself at risk, but rather to take advantage of the needy situation of individuals who need money, which is employees of parks. Ki-woo takes a shortcut action that is making the current park employees get fired to get his family job in desperate condition without thinking about the long-term risk they may face. Park's family also are like being cheated by what had been said. The deontology theory agrees that an act that offends rational beings' rights is unethical. Lastly is no autonomy. There is a scene where Park's family goes on a camping trip. Even though he works with Park, that doesn't mean that he has the authority to make Park's house like his own, even though he is just a tutor of the daughter. As we know, Ki-woo's family is poor and has never felt luxurious living in a big house. He took this opportunity to experience the pleasures of life. However, the act of misusing the autonomy granted has made it wrong and unethical to Ki-woo.
Okay, next is ethical action based on Golden Rule. First of all, the Golden Rule is a philosophy for leading one's life that suggests other people should be treated fairly and with respect. Essentially, people act for the good of others because they would like to be treated in the same way. These are 3 golden rules in ethics. First is treat others as you would like others to treat you. Second is do not treat others in ways that you would not like to be treated. And the last one is what you wish upon others, you wish upon yourself. If we are in the villain's shoes, first of all, he should regret by what he is doing by disturbing the event of Park family by killing the Kim family members. Instead of doing that, to revenge what happened to his wife, he should using legal way and act with good by reporting the misbehavior of Kim family to the police. Kim family will be punished because they are not ethical in doing their job and using dirty way to get the family members to get the job with Park family. Second is feeling ashamed because he is being ego by using his wife, which is Moon Kwang, to work and giving food while Gyun-se just stayed in a bunker doing nothing in order to change their life status. In addition, Gyun-se is irresponsible. He should get a better life with a better job since he is the one that made the loan with the loan shark. He should not rely on his wife only, but he is the one who is responsible in getting money and having a good life instead of just stay in a bunker. And lastly, Gyun-se should feel remorse because he is running from the problem instead of finding a solution to solve it. It is not fair for himself because he is not living his life peacefully. Every problem has a solution and running from it is not the best way. In order to be treated good from others, we have to act for the good to others too. If Gyun-se wants a good life, then he should make a good decision by not being selfish.
Okay, for the conclusion, there are some lessons we can learn from this story. Everyone has a different way of life depending on the effort they put in. Everyone can achieve whatever they want with their own effort. In this life, we as a human being, we need to depend on each other. For example, in this movie, Mr. Park needs a helper in all matter in daily life. But Mr. Park can make a gesture that could hurt someone's head and maybe that person will feel insulted by the action. Second is what we get from this movie is we need to be honest. Mr. Kim's family should be honest in finding work. This is because work is a source of life for a family in changing the fate of their family. They need to be honest and need to get a proper qualification from an authorized university and get the proper work. The other lesson that we can get in this movie is thrive. Gyun-se should try settling the debts made. Preferably, from the beginning, Gyun-se should not be in debt and try to get money from halal source. Gyun-se is also the head of the family, so he should not bother his wife by hiding in the basement without doing anything. Finally, we should not be too kind to everyone. We do not know the good or bad of the person in the short term. Study something first before making a decision. That's all from us. Thank you.